like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got a light, but no raps.
Fucking humid out here, right?
Alright, boys. Compared to earlier.
Which one do you want?
I don't know. I can slide in over there if you want.
Alright, we're gonna be passing around this. Hey Liz, you're kind of in the middle, man. You wanna play this game? Welcome to Above Language. You know the vibes. We're at Drip Fest. Kind of, yeah.
Drip Fest, woo woo. What's up? Welcome to Above Language. I'm Supa Bwe, Supa Bwe, Supa Bwe.
Yeah.
I'm in the motherfucking chair.
It's like that's a special seat, so
That's how I felt too. I was like, damn, am I a narcissist?
you like it came to you, honestly. Yeah.
Makes my arms cold. Like I knew my arms would be colder sitting here. I saw the metal and I was like, that's not retaining heat. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put, and I was right. This is cold.
I was sitting there all day. My back was killing me, bro.
Oh really?
Imagine that for like 8 hours.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You have to have nice posture to sit there, not bad.
Yeah, kind of killing it. Like what?
I've been working out, you know.
So like, what you're
Should I pass this to you?
She is a big.
No, I'm
like,
a
she
really
knows
big
all
fan.
that.
I know, it's so lame.
Yeah, kind of do one of these numbers. It's
Okay.
on blast right now, so you'll be heard.
Okay.
But
Mike, yeah.
So you saw him at Canopy Club.
Yes. Okay. So I saw you. I'm not even like a super fan. Like I just have known you for a while, and I
Super
haven't
fan.
seen you since like 2017.
Yeah.
Like it's been a minute. You've been working on things.
Doing stuff and stuff.
Another single with Mick Jenkins I saw. How's
Yeah.
that? How was that? Like it took you a while to put together this album, right?
Yeah, really, the pandemic, obviously, I feel like everybody says the same thing no matter what you're doing. You know, like, I had a peanut butter and jelly shop, but then the pandemic fucked my shit up. Like, the pandemic came and I stopped making peanut butter and jelly because niggas was dying. And,
No shit?
Yeah.
You making peanut butter jelly?
No, not at all.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh shit. I was like,
I started a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
you
bro.
never know what
It
LLCs
was
popped
busting.
up. You never know what LLCs were popping up.
But yeah, I've just been working very hard, trying to like get back in the mix of things. You know what I'm saying? Popping out at Drip Fest. You know, trying to
Fun time. Yeah.
just work. You know, get working.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was really hard. I mean, it was like so hard, especially if you were really ready to put out music in 2019 and then that hit. Like, as an artist, because every venue was closed, like, how are you supposed to tour? Like, you're just working in the studio and, like, what is that really going to get you monetarily? Like, literally nothing. You can put shit out. It's like Spotify is useless, really, you know?
Yeah, it was crazy because like a large majority of my income comes from live shows, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
What's
so
that Jay-Z line? Something. This is how you make. This is how you eat. Or, you know, that's how you gotta get on the road.
yeah, you feel me? Like you really have to. And I was surviving off of just like streaming checks all pandemic. Yeah, so like I'm grateful for that. You know, I'm fortunate to even be like generating streaming income, but it like changed my lifestyle and changed like my like happiness. You know what I mean? Because we live in such a capitalist world.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
What you had before.
What's that,
Yeah,
what's
it was crazy.
What's that feel like to be able to kind of have that streaming income from those songs? To be able to just like focus on them.
Are you
Man,
tired of
I
playing
promise
those
you,
songs? Like,
100% tired of playing them.
yeah.
And
What about Black Eyed Peas? Dude, that's like a
I'm
soft
just like-
favorite for me. Like,
even before I release shit, I be listening to it for so much. I be over the songs by the time I even release them, you know? So, like, I've been over that shit for years.
You get into your art too much.
Yeah, I'm over it. It's like not to be lame, but like my music's like a diary, right? I just talked about this on Instagram the other day. So, like, my listeners get pissed at me because I'll take music down all the time. I'll put some shit out, but then I feel differently.
That's a boss move.
I just take it down.
It's kind of like, you know, the Choco Taco?
Oh, the Choco Taco, yeah.
They try to take that away, but everybody wants it now again.
Yeah.
That's a good marketing move on you, because like, oh, so,
It used to be a marketing move. Back in the day, I called it like the rubber band. I would like stretch out the rubber band, then pop it, then stretch out the rubber band, it would go a little further, then pop it. So I would take all my songs down and leave 2 songs up. Those songs would go up, you know, and then people would complain, and I'd be like, okay, well, support this new song I dropped, and I'll release the old song. So I drop another new song.
Keeps them coming back.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been in it for like the Spotify or the SoundCloud days even. So like,
Yeah.
isn't it so weird? Like no one who's on Spotify.
Crazy.
I fucking loved it. Like that's
SoundCloud,
what you
that was
yeah.
a weird era. It was cool.
Yeah.
I would say my shows really put me on. SoundCloud was definitely the platform where we were able to share.
Yeah.
I feel like if I got on Spotify and Apple earlier, I would have had better results today. But I just didn't know about any of that shit. Chicago.
You're a Chicago
Yeah.
boy? I was in Twista's music video, Prayer.
Oh yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, you'll know when you see me.
That's tight. Yeah, it's a small world. Yeah, Twista's one of the first like big artists to ever reach out to me, and we've had like a good relationship.
A real pioneer in the game.
What?
Really.
I remember being 8 years old in this big house in Chicago. My family, we like 3 generations of people lived in one house, and like I used to feel so lost in the mix because like my mom's from England, and so I grew up with like a different perspective than my cousins and such, you know, like hence how I speak. You know what I mean? How you look at it, yeah. And so I remember I used to go in my room by myself and listen to like Papa Roach and like fucking Korn and like AC/DC, because that's like what my mom liked, you know. And everybody else in my house would be like, turn that shit off. That's devil music.
Can I give you a quick little story about that?
Sure.
Do you know the Uptown Theater? They're closed. It used to be a movie theater. In their basement is the original touring AC/DC, like, you know, cables, stagehand.
Oh, really?
They kept it in the basement, so it's in the Uptown Theater basement.
That's tight.
As an AC/DC fan, it's cool to know that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, keep on going.
Hold on, sorry, my sister calling me.
You gotta do, brother. That's always cool.
Oh, yeah, that's Sonny, my DJ.
Sonny,
Well, while this loads,
welcome to the party.
yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so I used to be in my room, and one of the only rappers I would listen to was Twista, and I love Twista. You know, I used to like make muscles in the mirror and stuff. Hey, I'm at the tent at the end of the thing, like right at the entrance of the. Oh, he knows where I am. Yeah, so it was cool. Like I remember being a little boy, like making fake muscles in the mirror, like rapping all of his lyrics and stuff. You know, I remember those days vividly, and I remember the first time he pulled up to one of my shows at Subterranean.
Wait, yeah?
Yeah, during the Hurt Everybody days. Hey, we're at the entrance of the artist of the parking. Yeah, I'm at the entrance, like where the gate is of the parking spot. In the beginning? Yeah, I'm doing a little podcast in the tent. I'll be done like okay. But yeah, no, it's great. Long story short, all this shit is a blessing. I think about this shit all the time, like even right now, right? So like when I was younger, coming to a show and like doing a show in front of like 40, 50, 100 people, that shit would fucking make my balls hurt. Like it would just really hurt my soul so bad that I just like I don't even want to have kids. Like I don't deserve to reproduce. Who am I? And like now I be so grateful just to like practice the art because it was taken away for so long. You know, like not being able to perform for 2 years fucked my mind up. You know, like this it's my job. It's like how I release. I do like primal therapy. Like on stage, like I'm really angry. Like I'm really like feeling that shit and like screaming, like, or I'm like, say that shit. I mean that shit. I'm really like feeling that. But afterwards, I feel better. Like even right now, I feel happy as hell.
Can I get an autograph, Super?
That's my brother Winky.
I just want an autograph, Super.
Shout out, bro.
Is that the phone call guy?
No, that was Sunny. I'm super deep. I came like 30 deep. Yeah. Well, I'm in Mendota. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, they got KKK out here. I'm coming with 4 cars deep.
So do you have like a favorite song from No Thanks?
Favorite song from No Thanks?
Is there one that you're like you worked on, you're like, yeah, that shit.
Probably the song No Thanks itself.
Hey, okay.
I hope I melt when the sun comes up. That's my shit.
So good.
I love that shit. That's how I used to.
And that came from like your diaries and shit?
Yeah, that's like it's a diary entry. I remember, like me and my ex, me and my ex, while we were breaking up or whatever, we were like separate. I was like still living in the crib, she was living somewhere else or whatever. And I woke up one day, and I was just like, damn, I'm just like sad, you know what I mean? So I just like smoked that whole day. I relapsed. I did like a bunch of drugs and shit. Like played hella video games. I just did everything I wanted to do. I was like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna smoke myself. Fuck this shit. Everything sucks. I didn't know the pandemic was gonna end. I was like, the pandemic's still going. Like, you know, my ex is fucking cheating on me. Like fucking like. Yeah, it was like all these things started clicking. I was like, damn, like this shit's crazy. I worked so hard. I've been so good to these people around me. Yeah, it's like I shared I thought the pandemic was forever. I thought my best moments had passed me. You know, I was like, damn, I shared my best moments with this person. Yeah, man. And then that combined with all the racial shit with the people like the January 6th. January 6th really fucked my mental health up. Like I'll never forget that shit. In fact, I call it January 6th. It's like stuck in my mind. You know what I mean? I thought white people were gonna like start killing us in the streets that day. I was so afraid. And
Being racist.
and like right after that, yeah. So it was like actually like a few days after that. And so I go into the studio and I'm in there all night. And I'm playing in my house. I had like a home studio. I start like playing these ugly chords and they're not even matching. Pro Tools and FL Studio.
FL Studio is a very popular one.
It's tight. Yeah. And I'm playing these odd chords. Long story short, and I started thinking about this. I saw this clip of this movie Twilight. I've never seen Twilight before.
The inspiration is
I finally saw it, but I saw it after this. I saw this. It was this nigga. he was like in the sunlight and he was like shining like diamonds, bro. And I was like, damn, that's raw. This nigga was like, this is the skin of a killer, Bella. And then I started thinking about it. And I was like, damn, vampires is like niggas really be getting hunted down and like persecuted just because of their fucking skin, because we have beautiful skin, like Edward. And so I was like, damn, I hope I melt when the sun comes up. Like I felt like a vampire. I felt like when the sun, if I was a vampire, if I was a black vampire, I would just stand on the cliff and burn up in the sunlight. It's like, fuck this shit. This shit not even worth it. I don't feel that way now. This is like 2020.
He was deep in it at that point.
Yeah, I was going through some shit.
You were finding meaning in that fucking
in Twilight clips.
You're down bad at that point.
Bro, I was so down bad, I swear.
Inspiration?
But that's when the artistry really like sinks in, you know.
Yeah,
but it's crazy. Like I had a lot of lows in the pandemic, but like this whole year has been nuts for me. This last year has been crazy. Like it came out stronger than before. Like you said, full circle. We're talking about Mick Jenkins.
I hadn't seen you. Yeah, like that was a 2017 song that like the first time I heard you guys on a song together.
Yeah, and all these years
full
later.
Circle, it's back.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, also a Cobb, that song with Red Devil, Chance the Rapper and shit. Like,
Yeah,
that was another.
And it's cool to like come out and like have people like really feel the same way I felt. Because like when I came out the pandemic, before I've always had like kind of radical music, but post pandemic I'm getting that like, fuck these crackers, bro. I'm just gonna say it as loud as I can. And when I say crackers, for white folks listening, a cracker is a southern term for a white person who cracks the whip, a Karen, somebody who's on your ass micromanaging, over policing your existence, and they have no authority over your body or soul.
Seriously.
That's what a fucking cracker is. And so when I came outside, I was so radicalized. Like I was getting that like, man, like even my song Hellcat, at one point I was rapping, I stopped the song, I was like, man, free Palestine, fuck the police, die 12, fund our schools, because it's like, that's how I'm coming now. That's how I'm feeling now, and I feel so free. I never felt this free before. Like,
I would say like that's a huge appeal of your music is like the emotion. You fucking feel that shit, and on stage you fucking show the emotion.
Thank you.
And that's like what's so fucking powerful, honestly. Like that's why I love seeing you. I'm so happy to see you again.
I appreciate that.
It's so awesome,
Yeah, this
and
is
to talk
for
to
her.
you
This is
with your inspo shit.
I'm telling you, this is cool. Like all this is a blessing. I appreciate y'all for continuing the culture. It sucks to do thankless work until it says thank you, right? Like Cole's about to celebrate the 9th year of Lyrical Lemonade. I remember when Cole first started. I'm the first picture on Lyrical Lemonade. I remember when he first started that shit. Like
Shout out Cole.
Shout out Cole for real. Shout out Cole Bennett, the GOAT.
Seriously,
He's the GOAT. That nigga's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I love Cole. That nigga's the GOAT. And he was like a little ass boy, 16 years old or some shit, little ass kid. And he was just like, I got this idea. I'm gonna do a blog. I'm gonna do this. And I was like, you supporting the culture? Let's fucking get it. And look at this nigga now.
And
You know
I'm
what I
so
mean?
happy you came here too. Like this is like, you know, need to bring this shit out here too.
We gotta get it busting. We gotta
It's like,
rebuild.
It's not just Chicago like that needs to enjoy this type of shit. And you see, there's a lot of people here, but we can get so many more.
Yeah. It's about rebuilding the culture.
Seriously, yeah.
Like in our era, you know, like 2014 through 2017, shows that's what we did. Like we went to shows. It was our lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like that's how it was what we did.
Yeah.
So I made all my friends at shows. I don't even know normal people.
Same,
You know what I mean?
same,
Like
yeah,
all my friends I made at shows. And now like I don't think kids have that no more. They be on TikTok and shit and going to see dancing people. Like I don't know what's going on. Like
Such online shit. Yeah.
bro, I don't get that shit. I was in Chinatown. It was like 100 motherfucking adolescents lined up in a square. You know the square where all the statues are? And they were fucking dancing and shit, bro. It was so disgusting. It made me feel so old. Bro, I wanted to throw things at them. I was like, let me not shit on these children, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, put a curtain up. Like that, what are y'all even doing, bro?
At the same time, it's like, I get it. They're like enjoying themselves.
They're dressed like anime people. They're fucking like,
Bro, what about
this
Black
fake
Goku?
goth
I
shit.
thought you fucking love that shit.
No, bro, I'm
Whoa,
a real
wait.
lame.
What do you mean?
I'm a type of black kid, right? Like growing up, I'm 32 years old. I'm an adult, but growing up, I was one of the Gen 1 Dragon Ball Z kids.
Bro, same.
Everybody was like, yo ass lame as fuck watching Dragon Ball Z. Yo ass lame as fuck. You listen to rock and roll.
That was me.
Exactly.
He's like, you suck.
They was getting at you lame as fuck. So that it was not cool to like anime. It was really a subculture. It was truly a subculture.
true, yeah.
It's not a
We were all
subculture.
lame.
Sailor
Now
Moon's an
it's-
aesthetic now.
Now it's like
That's
cool.
weird.
It's like people made fun of me. Like I didn't talk openly about my love for that kind of like.
I used to
One
get
Piece,
jumped over that shit.
Cowboy Bebop and shit.
You know what I
Cowboy
mean?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop's hard. It's beautiful. It's
New
poetry.
Jobby, bro.
Poetry.
Literally the king of lo-fi hip hop. That's
Poetry.
and
Or who did
Dilla.
Samurai Champloo's?
Oh wait, no, that was New Jobby.
Yeah, Samurai Champloo.
Bro, you got me. You weren't even gonna.
Bro,
like,
I think about it. I was like,
you're like, that's not Cowboy Bebop, bitch.
sort of though, because I feel like
You
the
were
main
so
characters
kind
look the
about
same.
it. It
But
is-
again,
it
like
is
you know,
Shampoo.
that's what I mean by like the whole TikTok thing, right? Like
Yeah,
when we were
yeah,
kids, we was doing rap shows and shit because there was nothing else for us to do. We didn't do nothing else. Like we didn't have like
The internet and the media.
no,
wasn't
the internet
around the
didn't tell
same
us how
way.
to live our lives yet.
Yeah.
We didn't
You
have
had
no
to actually go out,
instructions.
push
We had to
it,
go
right?
find our lives.
We were
So we go to
pioneers
rap
for
shows.
sure,
We go to EDM shows, we go to whatever the fuck show, and you meeting people who are like-minded, and that's how you make real friends. Whereas now, like,
Real community and
when I was watching these TikTok kids, there's like kids who are like, literally dressed like in fucking, I don't know, like goth anime. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You know they
it's
don't
about-
feel it themselves, right?
It's an
They just put it
aesthetic,
on
bro.
as
I
a
don't like this
thing for the
aesthetic shit.
camera.
Yeah,
Well,
like
it's like your culture like becomes like a costume basically, because it's like they're not even about it. They're just.
they're just
like,
dressing up.
mhm,
It's like when I was
yeah.
growing up, like I got the scars to prove it. I was an emo kid. I had a lip ring and all that shit. I used to wear girl pants.
My Chemical
Like-
Romance is coming to Riot Fest. Are you gonna be
So
there?
no, I was truly, I was a hardcore kid. Let me
Oh.
be specific. I was dance,
I
giving
think-
dance.
Avenged
Under Oath.
Sevenfold is gonna
I was
be
like
there.
either hardcore Christian rock
9
or
Inch
like
Nails, 9 Inch
Hey,
Nails.
9 Inch Nails, yeah.
Sundays.
That's my shit. Every day's exactly the same. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started.
I love that shit.
Beautiful.
And when we were younger, that's how we made our friends and what we did. But now, like, it's controlled. Like, I moved to LA recently, and I tried to become an A&R. I'm trying to become an A&R because I think I can pick good music and like
Find
help
those people, yeah,
kids
for
who
sure.
deserve it
Yeah.
get it. You know what I mean? And change the culture that way. You know, like I originally went
That's
to school
so
to be a
respectable,
teacher.
yeah.
So like I can't be a teacher now. I'm already like too deep in this shit. I got fucking skulls and robberies
Also,
tattooed
bro,
all over me.
love
It's
pay.
like,
Ain't nothing stopping you though, you know?
like not finna let me teach no babies, but
You never know, but
I
try not.
can kind of do the same impact with A&Ring, you know.
Yeah.
But the problem is the job in the A&R is dead because it's been replaced by TikTok, you know.
Yeah.
Like-
seriously. Yeah.
Like there's A&R consultants. I can consult. They can like pay me on the side to look for people and shit. But they really just hire whoever's getting likes on
and
TikTok.
the way that they sign and the contracts are completely different than like what they
It's
were in the
nuts.
past too. Yeah.
It makes no
It's crazy.
sense.
Like we're not that much older than like the TikTok generation, but it's such a different
Night and
playing
day.
field.
They'll never know. Like
Yeah.
even like with my age, like we grew up trading CDs and shit. I used to burn CDs, and I would
LimeWire.
trade it with my friend.
Remember that?
LimeWire, yeah.
For their birthday or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a whole thing. Kids will, they don't
Yeah.
even know. Like they'll never share music
We
like
gotta
that
search
again.
It's never
for
going
that,
back.
yeah.
It's never.
Motherfuckers be
Technology
scared.
keeps
Or like
advancing.
reels and all this shit. I sound old. I'm sounding too old. Hey, this shit's just whack and it's anti-cultural, bro. It's not whack because little kids like it. It's not whack for any other reason besides it kills culture. It's
the way that
robotic and wrong.
It's very commercialism heavy. Our attention spans. It's
Yo,
hey.
thank you very much. Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Enjoy your night.
It's not even like the attention span of the people who are listening to this music. It's not you're listening to one song. You're not like going deep into the artist
Mhm.
Not
with
even
all
a
the
song, like
yeah.
a 15-minute,
Yeah.
15-second
Yeah.
little like here's a snippet. You're just trying to.
Man,
put
they
out
don't even
an
make
image.
songs no more. It's
Yeah.
a minute and 30
Yeah,
seconds
it's
and
so
that's
hard.
it.
No,
I
and
grew
it's
up to
like-
like
and it's like-
7-minute songs,
And
man.
so like, do you make a TikTok and do you like get into that, or are you
I have a
against
TikTok.
it? Yeah.
I have to like, and any artist watching this,
Yeah.
you can be a rebel all you want, but you gotta decide if you're gonna be a career artist, you gotta like make concessions, right?
Yeah.
Because
Gotta play the game.
yeah, bro, like I think about this all the time. Like I remember like when I first started dealing with Spotify people and like first signing to labels and shit. I remember them telling me shit like out the office when I'd email them on Saturday, and I'd be like, bitch. What is you talking about out the office? Hip hop is not out the office on Saturday.
Exactly.
How dare you bring the work week to hip hop?
Yeah.
How dare you motherfuckers bring the work week to
Crazy,
hip hop?
'cause it's not
And it's
like
just been
that.
downhill ever since then, bro. Like I couldn't believe these motherfuckers had the ability to tell me to fuck off till Monday. It's like, bro, we gotta change shit on the album. Y'all fuck my upload up. Ain't no work week, nigga. This is hip hop.
It's a right now
Like
thing,
what
yeah.
the fuck? Like
Oh my god.
that shit's
That's
crazy.
all we
And then it's gone from the work week being brought to hip hop to algorithms controlling hip hop, which
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
nuts. Like everyone's unhappy on Instagram. I don't know anybody who's happy
oh my
with
gosh,
Instagram
it's
right
like
now.
every other post is like not your friend. It's like an ad.
I don't see my friends anymore. I only see people who pay for
And
posts.
it's like,
Promoted,
what
yeah.
was Instagram
That's it.
for? Like,
Or reels. I just see hella
Yeah.
reels, which like they're entertaining and all, but I
It's
don't
become
care.
so
Like,
Yeah.
commercialized
Actually,
advertising heavy.
I just want to
We
see my
don't care.
homies.
Yeah.
I just want to see my homies.
Remember when social media was all like nice and intimate like that? You
Mhm.
open up any of these apps and it's, oh, here's what all my friends are doing. It's a nice little circle. Now it's so big that everyone's out there. Just,
I was trying to get. I was just trying to get.
it'll pick it up. It's I
all
think,
glass.
yeah, it's good. But the,
So I'm curious of, so you started playing shows in Chicago, right? Right, independently?
I've never signed, by the way. I've done distro deals. I'm still independent. I've always been independent.
What really brought you to that next level in the Chicago game? Because we
Shows.
But like you're in LA now, so how often are you around here?
Not at all. I mean, I moved to LA like honestly like a month and a half
so
ago.
it's recent.
Like just now. But yeah, unless someone's like gonna like pay me to come out here, I'm not coming out here. Because I've done everything I can do out here. Yeah, like it just doesn't really. I mean, Mendota, this is crazy. I ain't
I know,
never
I'm
been
happy
no
you
damn
came here,
Mendota.
yeah.
Like, this far as fuck.
It seems like you have
I don't think anyone here
at
expected
least a nationwide, like kind of.
Yeah, no, I'm worldwide. Like
Oh, bro.
What
like-
was that?
I've been in Paris.
What was that?
Uh,
nationwide. Like, so you did
I don't really, to be honest, like
crazy in Chicago. Did you have a hot music video? Did you have
no, it wasn't like that. It was
It
like
was just your, like,
it was an underground
yeah.
scene. It's because of how music worked back then. Like people who liked good music and experimental music. Let me not even say good. People who liked experimental music. It was moving through like it was moving the scenes. So like people who listen to like Suicide Boys, all the way to like Kid Cudi, like this weird ass bedroom experimental rap.
yeah.
And so like one day we did shows and there was like 5 people. The next time there's 100. Then all of a sudden 700 motherfuckers started showing up. Like,
I think that's the best way to pop off. Word of mouth.
it was very
Very
organic,
genuine.
and there was no algorithm in the way. There was no way for anyone to stop us or control us. You're allowed to curse in your pose. Like you can say whatever you want. Now if I say like, "Oh, fucking white people are so annoying," I get shadow banned every time, bro. Like I'll go from like 5,000 views on my story to 300 views. You know what I mean? If some white person kills a black kid, and I say something about it, 5,000 views, 300 views, my shit just goes down. And if you keep doing it, they just bury you. Like my Instagram is so nuts right now, bro.
Alright.
It's crazy.
Somebody watching, bro.
It's not fair.
Bro, I literally had nothing for. I was just like, I'm gonna follow you. Shit. But what I was gonna say is like organic shit is like I found you on SoundCloud with her, everybody, which I was telling you about in Seoul. Dude. I've been to Seoul so many times, and in Seoul was my fucking jam.
I've never been. I can't wait to go.
Bro,
I've been paranoid.
It's
I'm so afraid that as soon as I go, North Korea gonna attack.
bro, it's South Korea. It's shit is easy there.
But what if North Korea attacks?
Nah, man.
Chances are low.
Bro, I don't know. I'm just afraid.
It just,
My uncle's a teacher down there.
You know, I grew up in the era of like, they were trying to just make us so afraid of North Korea. So
Yeah.
like, I got this idea of just like, it's gonna be a missile any day. Like,
that kicks off.
What
We're
type
all
of South
probably
Korea?
fucked
North
anyway.
We're all
So,
fucked, bro.
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
Korea's chill, bro. South Korea's
no, South
so-
Korea is tight. I love South Korea. Like, I love. That's why I was thinking about it. I love South Korea. Like, South Korea is so raw. The culture's so raw.
Bro,
The music's so
the food.
raw. The food's so raw.
Are you traveled season?
Yeah, all over the world, like everywhere.
That's a blessing, bro. That's the biggest.
That's why.
thing.
That's
Oh,
why
wait,
I do
yeah,
the music. All my
what's
music
com-
money.
What's coming up for you?
Man, so right now, I'm deciding if I'm gonna sign with SoundCloud. They offered me a deal, so I'm gonna see what happens with that. If I do a SoundCloud thing, that'll put me on a different path where I'll have to lock in and be in album mode. If I don't sign this deal, I think I'm going to cancel my lease in LA and travel. I really want to go to Paris. I just lost attachment to everything. I don't know what happened, but
Bro,
I just
there's
don't feel
nothing.
attached to things no more.
Do you
Yeah,
ask
'cause it's never gonna get
Twista?
easier.
Bro, it doesn't get easier
Do
at
you
all.
ask, like, if you have something on your mind, like, hey, I'm split. Can you call on Twista? Would you like?
I could ask
is
Twista
he, like,
for
a big
that,
bro to you?
but like me and Twista relationship is more like uncle, nephew,
Yeah.
whereas like
Not like a mentee type thing.
no, definitely in the way, but it changes all the time, right? So if we're in the studio, it's like a mentee thing.
Okay.
He'll be like, try this, don't do that, blah blah blah. But like when we outside, like sometimes me and Twista will I'll be playing video games, or we just smoking weed and watching fucking Mighty Bean. What's that fucking video of the bean guy who does karate? I don't know. We watch shit about ancient aliens and shit, you know, like it's weird. Our relationship morphs a lot. It's either like
It's a vibe.
we're like equal brothers or he's my uncle. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't really call on people for shit like that. Like I study history. I study like I really study like great men of history, the Caesars and Alexander the Greats and Marcus Garvey's. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, so you're like at a crossroads
Yeah, I want to throw all my shit away.
Right now,
I want to go
trying to
everywhere.
decide what to do.
Yeah,
Travel.
it's really it's scary in a sense
'Cause
where
it's like definitely two different roads.
yeah, I'm grown. I'm irreversibly grown at this point. You know what I mean? Like I'm so irreversibly grown, and
Past 2 years, age does.
yeah.
None of us are the same.
And I gotta be like, it's like I either gotta buy a house now, you know what I mean, and like start getting ready to have a family, or decide that I'm not gonna do the family thing and do whatever the fuck I want.
No, the thing is
I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
But you gotta
There's no way to do both.
There's a way to balance it. But maybe
You
it's not
gotta-
now, you know, give it
Yeah, you
another
gotta do one or the other. Like that family shit is so serious. I don't want my kids like growing up in turmoil and shit. You know,
You
like
want kids?
Say you travel.
I don't know.
You know, yeah.
To be honest.
It's on your head. You're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm 32. I got to. I have no choice but to consider it.
You're considering it.
Especially like dating at 32. I mean, I got a girlfriend. I've had a girlfriend for like the last year. But like during my dating phase, like every fucking woman was just like, kids. What do you think about kids? And I was like, damn, I don't know. I don't know, yo.
Let it happen when it happens.
Yeah, type shit. Like I don't know. This world's fucked up, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
That shit is hard though.
We might enter World War III or some shit. Like I don't want to have no kids during no global collapse, fucking
I mean,
monkeypox and shit. You know what I mean?
About raising a kid while that's going on.
It's
What
always
the
gonna be
fuck?
wild, though. It's always gonna be wild.
Like my nephews are pandemic babies, right?
That's
And they're
correct.
just not
That's their
socialized,
title.
man.
They're
Like,
like they're different.
That's
they're
their
different,
title.
bro.
The way people are raising the kids, it makes me worried.
well, being a pandemic baby, it's just like you miss the beautiful parts of being a child, right? So like they couldn't just go outside and run around. They couldn't go to like just like
You can't go play with the other kids.
yeah, and I don't want to bring my kid into that because it's just like a locked up
So much
world.
burden on the little kids.
Yeah, man, kids need to explore. Kids need to be able to like talk to all the other babies and stuff.
Dig in the dirt and shit.
Dig in the
Don't
dirt.
just be nasty ass.
Just dirty ass little kids
Yeah,
sneezing on each other,
seriously.
karate kicking each other and shit, you know?
Running down the block with her.
Yeah, man, this shit is real. Like, motherfuckers, I realize shit ain't sweet. We're in a full ass recession right now. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't even like touched where it's gonna go.
Down before up, probably. I mean,
Man,
it's waves
I
right
had,
Don't come up.
I'm not gonna say the number, but a crazy amount of Ethereum, like so much
Yeah,
Ethereum,
It'll
bro.
come back. It'll come back.
And then that shit went down, and now
back.
my Ethereum, I got like $27,000 in Ethereum now, and it was not that before. And it makes me want to throw up and shoot myself in the face.
now. We got all this money to invest. He's like, oh, crypto's real big right now.
Dude.
Now it's the time to buy into it, but I already bought into it. So now I'm just like, I'm just like, damn, this world is crazy. Like, this is a crazy fucking situation,
Non-forgiving, bro.
bro. Like, literally, I was about to pull that shit out and buy a house, and like now it's just like, I
Just
gotta
wait it
fucking
out,
wait.
just wait it
Are you
out.
still
It'll come back.
downturn with it, or like, did you lose any right now? You were
No, I mean I haven't sold. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Ethereum?
Diamond hands, baby.
Oh fuck yeah!
Diamond
What?
hands,
Oh
baby.
really? Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I'd be down bad. Hell no, I'm not touching that shit
Yeah,
at
but it's
all.
not gone until you sell, so just hold
Exactly.
Diamond
Yeah, I
hands,
just gotta sit on
baby.
that shit.
Diamond hands.
I think once
Be
Ethereum 2
cool.
hits
Be cool.
September, it'll
Be
pop
cool.
up.
Be cool.
But it's just
I-
that shit just sad.
Be cool though.
I
It'll
don't
come back.
wanna-
Diamond
Yeah.
hands. Diamond hands.
I don't want to like be hopeful for you, but honestly, shit.
No, that shit's terrible. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's terrible. When you down, you down. I mean, it's the same thing with the fucking stocks. Like all my stocks are down.
Honestly,
got
wait, but
everything
you're
down.
so
I don't even look at it anymore. I was like,
Bro, I deleted all my
I
apps.
started averaging down. And
Margins,
then
hell no.
Call options, you know, call.
Boy, I was doing that shit with Ethereum or with Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at like 30 something or whatever.
Playing some games.
Boy, I got up like 15 or some shit. Ended up losing 6. So I left that shit alone.
Goodbye, sweet dreams.
Yeah, get that shit the fuck away from me. And I lost so much Ethereum gambling. I found this fucking website, Roobet, where you can fucking like gamble Ethereum
Yeah, those
with the
are
people,
where
whatever.
You can start gambling with
You bet
your
on
friends.
Man,
sports,
I was going, hell no, I don't trust the
I'm
sports.
I'm a sports guy.
I put $500 on the fucking Gatorade color
I
for
know
the Super
some-
Bowl.
I know some
My
refs.
guy was like, I know what Gatorade it is. I'm not even, should I tell you?
Blue.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to say who it was. It's somebody,
Lemon lime classic.
it's a rapper that we talked about tonight. I'm not going to say who. But he
Oh,
called me
Blue, bro.
and he was like, I got a guy on the inside. I got a guy on the inside. He said the color's going to be red. So I put 500 red. I was supposed to win $6,500.
Aye.
That shit was like blue or something, bro.
Ah.
So I'm just done. I'm
What
done.
was that text message the next day? Hey, blue.
No, you can't even complain.
Yeah,
This
it
is
is
one of
what
those
it
things. I
Bro,
damn near
I-
just turn my shit off on
You're
days like that.
blessed enough that you have the money to gamble. Like, hell, you don't honestly doing okay where you can like fucking like, all right, you know, good enough.
I should buy a house. I should, like, you know, like, that's
As long
it.
as you don't need to eat the next day,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm good. So that's what I mean by like the art shit, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm fortunate to be able to live off my art.
Right.
I can pay my rent and live off my art. But
You take that.
I'm trying to do more shit than that. Like all my homies. I've seen too much. I've lived too much life,
For sure. Yeah.
and I've reached too many highs. Like I would say in my career, I'm like if this is the height of my career and the grass is as low as it's been, I'm probably like right here.
Nah,
and this
not
is
even,
fucking
not
tight.
Even, not even.
But mention your money, man. It was a year I made like $300,000 off the music alone. Like,
I'd be like,
stupid.
you keep going, dude. Like,
But that's what shows. Without shows,
yeah, I know.
it's just
well,
like
I told you, it's been so long since I saw you.
that's what I'm saying. Without the
Yeah.
motherfucking show, that shit crazy.
You know the phrase "more money, more problems."
That shit not true.
But no, and no, let me go on this. Once you get that money, you have to reinvest and go bigger. You know what I'm talking about? That's the problem. Like
Instantly, but
everybody-
reinvestment. That's not an issue.
I know, but if everybody like, oh, he's sitting on 100K, but like you have to drop money if you want to go bigger.
The problem is the goddamn oligarchs of the fucking world beefing with each other, fucking our shit up. Like even this Russia shit, this stupid Russia shit's fucking my money up, bro. Putin is fucking my money up.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh my
crazy,
God,
bro.
yeah.
Free Britney, bro.
Crazy how one man can
Free Britney.
Just fuck up
That's
the
crazy.
world's money, bro.
everybody.
I swear that war started, Ethereum dropped another fucking like 40%, bro. I was about to,
Everything did.
like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers beefing with each other over nothing, bro. Let us get money. And that's the thing. Like, I really hope, like, I hope everybody starve. I'm gonna be real. I hope everybody starve. I hope everybody lose their home. I hope everybody's unhappy. I hope everybody realizes their job doesn't care about them. I hope everyone realizes that 401ks aren't real and that money can just disappear at any moment. And everyone wakes up and decides this is enough. And we just get universal health care. We get our fucking universal income. You know what I mean? Fucking grocery stores should be subsidized so motherfuckers can just eat. Everybody should get food stamps. You know what I'm
People
saying?
need an awakening. Our system's broke.
Fucking landlords and all the motherfuckers should get paid by the government to provide housing for people. There should be natural, basic
It
things.
could be also easy, but also people fucking hate socialism, and that's pretty much where we're going. Like people,
It's crazy.
people have
Fear
such a stigma against certain types of government, or
I mean, think about how people feel about democracy. What is that shit called? What is this even?
well, no, that
a
we're
republic, technically. I
no.
think.
We're a republic?
Yeah, I think so.
no, we're like a capitalist society, so
Capitalist oligarchy. Probably.
Yeah, that's the fuck. Like,
basically, yeah.
all this shit is evil. You know, like, I read this book, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and he talks about being in Iraq and the Navy SEALs or whatever, and like how all the shit that they're doing over there. And I love David Goggins, but what I do really realize is how fucked up it is. It's like we take our most useful, talented, strongest people and sick them on poor people across the world, the same way that police are put on us
Some poor
today.
people across the world real quick. Yeah.
Over beefs between oligarchs. You know what I
All these
mean?
old rich people that.
And that shit could come to us at any moment. You know what I mean? Like how in Palestine, how
How we get up there? T, come
Hey,
in
what's
this way.
up?
Hey,
Come
just come on.
in.
Yeah, we come in this way.
Hey,
Come in.
come
what?
Come in.
What's up?
What up, OG?
Get
You
in
remember
here.
me? You probably don't remember me.
I was the craft
Oh my gosh, you
prayer music video.
get you a seat over here.
Hold on, let OG get the spot.
Yeah.
You got to leave.
Let you stick it right here.
Yeah.
We got to roll the blunt.
Somebody gotta go. One of you
All
two
right,
gotta go.
I can pop out.
Okay.
Take a seat.
Yeah, I'm saying too.
Oh, no, we all in here. It's a family reunion.
Family reunion.
We have to come crash your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are so welcome.
So I want to give a little like insight of how I know Twista and the blessing behind it. The prayer music video. Which one? The song bangs. The prayer.
Crashing the party, I'ma come bash in your body. I heard them bad, I make them motherfuckers sad, and you know I'm looking bad. Super. Okay, what you say now?
That was really it.
What did you say now?
No, this is I met you on the coolest because I always listened to your music growing up, small town kid. So my first interaction with you was just I snuck into the game craft service because I had like 300 sodas. So I was like, hey, I'll bring sodas, I'll supply it. They might like Coca-Cola, I don't know. I just gotta meet Twista. And you're in the back just smoking with your boys. And I just walked in. I kind of got stage. I kind of got stage fright a little bit. I was looking at you, just sparking, and we kind of made eye contact. I'm like, and you're like, and then I was like, I got your hair as chicken. So I got your food, but dope music video, dope people. I still work with those cats, and yeah, they live a block from me. They invited me to like some party, so it was, meeting those people was cool. But kind of, what do you be on now? Like,
Man, I train people to shoot guns in a legal way. You know, I'm a firearms instructor, but you know, I still spit and do my thing. You know, yeah, I try to keep doing my thing so that I can stick around and keep remaining and be on records with people like Super, you know.
What gives you that hustle to keep, like, really, like, because, like, man, I hear that prayer record, bro, and, like, it still felt like you're hungry.
It's not a hustle.
You're hungry
It's-
to, like,
This man
still-
helped pioneer hip hop.
I know, but
the
to
whole
still,
genre itself.
to still show people, yeah, you can rap.
It's like
You know what I'm talking
asking
about?
What makes you plant corn?
You love it, yeah.
You tell him, yeah, I love it, you know. So yeah, I didn't get in it to make money. I got in it because of what I was seeing. I was like, wow, when I'm looking at LL Cool J and Run DMC and all of these rappers and just hip hop, the DJs, the beatboxing, the graffiti, the breakdancing. Like when I saw this, I wanted to be a part of it. So I went at it hard, and that's my life, you know. So when it's a talent of yours, when it's your passion, your hunger, then it's on a whole different level than a hustle, you know.
You have one of the wettest flows, bro. Just the slipperiest would be a way to say it. One of the slipperiest fucking flows. You hear a record, and then you do that little rattle, bro. It's just one of the. It's just one of the slipperiest flows, bro. Cause you know where you're going with it, but you don't. But like you know where you're going with the flow, cause it's so like, it's hard to have that fast flow, but also have a pop feeling with it. So you know where you're going with the flow, but you always have like little jabs, break, come back into it. It's like, damn, it's unpredictable, but so damn predictable. Yeah.
Funk. I never heard it better said than James Brown. No matter what you do, it's got to be funky, you know.
When you go to the studio, do you have like you have writtens that, because you're fast rapping, so do you do that? You can't do too much off the dome, right? Because all that play word. Do you look at the phone but disappear a little bit, then get into the flow, and then come back? And then, how do you work?
Well, like definitely cadence plays a part into it. So the easier the cadence, the more it is to, so to speak, freestyle. But when the cadence becomes complicated, I still can do it to a certain extent, but it's a little more structured. You know, you're doing a little more writing, a little more putting it together when you got that cadence like locked in like that. You know, I wish I can get, you know, to the level of my man right here where I can just elegantly spit that shit, you know, and it just flows out, you know, the way it needs to. I'm like, Twista.
What caught your eye of him? What caught your eye of him though?
I can't say it like that though. Twista. It don't sound like that though. Shit.
Yeah.
He said that you popped out to a Subterranean show.
Yeah. That's
What made you want to pop out and see what the new talent in Chicago was? Like, what caught your ear to catch him?
Sonny Woods. Sonny Woods was the person that helped me lock in to really a lot of the younger artists in Chicago, like just introducing them like to me. I'm cool. Just introducing them to me, and or should I say, introducing me to them too, and just getting me locked into that whole vibe of the younger generation in Chicago. And he's always putting me in tune with new artists that's coming out. But, you know, this is my man right here, though. This is my man right here. This has been one of my favorite artists that I've been listening to, that I work with, you know. So I'm ready to see him prosper and go further, and I'm always down for the movement. Y'all got to fuck with him, you know what I mean?
Oh, little known fact.
Y'all got to fuck with Sonny
One
Woods,
time,
you know what I mean?
so I used to be on drugs, right? And I was out of control. And I got kicked out the music garage for being out of control.
Music Garage is a crazy place, too.
It was a crazy place, especially when I was there. Niggas was getting shot like a lot.
No.
Yeah, it was super wild. And this nigga tried to kill me, and he was unable to kill me. We squashed the beef, so I'm not gonna say everything. He failed in his attempt to assassinate me. And after I got kicked out, Twista let me go to his personal studio and record Finally Dead, which ended up being my most successful project to date. You know?
Oh, you're going into a legendary studio.
Yeah.
You better rise to the fucking
The freedom. We was away from everything. It was just so free.
Yeah, I wasn't in the city. Couldn't nobody cause Sonny was there. Like people would just pop up to the studio and knock on the door and be like, "A super here," you know what I mean? Like it was really bad. You know, I was feeling paranoid. I used to be in the studio just holding a gun and rapping, gripping my shit and rapping. It's probably 2016, 2015, 2015.
Finally Dead, like some of that came, got into that album.
That was from that whole era.
That experience.
Yeah, like even one of my bigger songs, "I Hate Being Alive." I was in his booth. Yeah, and Joe John had called me, and it was crazy because it was crazy. Low key, now that I think about it, oh, that was the craziest time of my life. That's when I got kicked out. I got kicked out the music garage, and I got kicked out of my apartment. I got evicted, and so I was like damn near homeless, and I spent all my money on drugs. Like so I bought a whole bunch of lean and a whole bunch of Xanax, and then Joe John called me, and I was smoking weed out of a can. Because we couldn't find blunts. We didn't want to go to the store to get blunts or some shit. I was just
in the game of this story.
My fault. So I smoked weed out the can, and Joe John calls me. I'm like, yo, smoke out this can. And he's like, don't do this. No, don't. And like you could hear that clip in the beginning of it or whatever. And like I remember just like thinking to myself, like, it's now or never. Like I gotta pull something out myself. And I just started screaming. It's like, fuck my life. And I remember like just being so inspired all the time being in there. Like just like the whole feeling, the ambiance and the vibes. Like walking up the stairs, you walking past Plex with like him and Mariah and like Brandy and fucking like everybody. Like there's just Plex all over the wall. So you're forced to step up. And like for me in that time when I was like off the drugs, like every people get off the drugs and they be like sad and tired and shit. I get off drugs, I get creative. I was like, damn, like I'm gonna go upstairs and make a fucking hit. One time I made a song called Lil Doggy. You remember the Lil Doggy Day? Yeah, like
I can blur you if you don't want to be seen with that.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Oh yeah. No.
But don't nobody want to hear that shit, too. Did you tell them about how?
Oh, one time me and Twista beat this guy up. That was tight.
Look, no, fuck it. Let me tell them about this. I'm not gonna go into detail, but what I noticed is you have a lot of artists like I come from the era where biting was bad. Today, biting is accepted, but my era, biting is bad. If you take somebody's flow or punchline or style, you got called out on it. So that's kind of embedded in me. So when I hear it and see it, I take note of it. So one thing I will say is I've seen a lot of rappers make their career off taking from Chicago artists, but specifically Supa, because I'm into styles, cadences, rhythms, tones, all of that. So when I hear it, I can peep it. So maybe one day in the future, if I get a little more liquor in me, I'll start calling out names. But right now I'm gonna say there's a few artists out there that piss me off because they just take his fucking style and run with it, and they just doing their little thing and everything, and he's a little more humble about it than me. But one day it's probably gonna come out. I'm gonna sip something and I'm gonna say something about a motherfucker, and I'm gonna call him out on it. And they better not get mad and say nothing.
And it's one of those things where like it's true. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like that's some real shit. And again, in Twista's era, like hella motherfuckers tried to bite T, but the culture would stand up for him. The culture would be like, no, like this obviously where that come from. But that's what I mean by this TikTok culture. Like that shit don't exist no more. It's really about wherever the most hype is and belonging to that hype no matter what, which is unfortunate.
I just know people be biting your shit, and one day they gonna get called out on it. And you gotta keep making that fire music, and we gonna keep doing our thing. Chi-Town, stand up, Supa, you know what I'm saying? Give me a pound, don't leave me hanging.
Oh, my fault. I was thinking of my little sister. I love you, T, for real.
Chilling.
I love you, T, for real.
Super hard to fight off your flow too.
Oh no, there's many out there that do
Yeah,
it, just
like-
on a regular basis, right in your face.
Still to this day.
When you're on the rise, younger Twista, really trying to make your name in the game, what kind of click that you're like, oh, this is my lane? Was it the flow? Did you have a marketing tactic? But what really like separated you from all the other cats that were trying to, Chicago, trying to blow up? What was your separation?
My whole thing was I was battle rapping just like everybody else. Everybody was battle rapping.
Chicago thing? Chicago was battle?
Everywhere thing in hip hop, wherever you was, when battling was hot in early hip hop, it was everywhere. So when you started to see artists making records and doing their things, it was because some of them decided the battle rap is not enough. The accolades and the feeling I get from that is not enough. I want to make a record. I want to be on the radio. And then they would be bold enough to say, fuck their peers and what they're gonna say. You selling out or you doing this, and they would step into that lane and start to make things that sound like songs and not just battle raps. So that's the era that I came from right there. That's what I'm into right there.
What a gritty time to try to make a name in. What studios are still around in Chicago did you pop out to? How do you record?
A lot of in the crib studios. Like before we started recording in studios, you wouldn't even know of them right now. You guys were fucking babies when Hair Bear Studios was out and stuff like that. Yeah, you guys were fucking little, you know. Yeah, so, but it was a lot of home studios, a lot of in the closet. You know, we had the MP, the SP12, you know, a lot of in the home studios. You know.
What a beautiful time. And you've seen the growth in music from, you know, where it started to now. Now it's so accessible, anybody can really kind of like, you know, you can put together a whole, you know, everything's so much different. What would you tell like younger cats now trying to get into the game?
I would say back then you didn't have technology, so if you just gotta shine, you would stick out. You could sound how the fuck you wanted to sound because there was nobody else that could stick out with you because technology didn't allow it. But now that technology allows it, you have so many people and it's hard to be diverse and different. So the best thing you could do to sound different from everybody else in this open world of technology is to be your fucking self.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing you can do in today's world because technology is open for everybody. And in the millions of people that's able to just open a laptop and go click, the coldest thing you can do is be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super inspiring, man, just to see your story and see your pathway and all that stuff. You got people staring, like, it's a show. You bring it? Hey, Twista. Hey, Twista. Supa.
Thanks for having us.
Hey,
Fucking check out
finally good to have. Hey, Sonny. Nice being on, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Above Language, Alexander Lewis. We'll tag you and stuff. Hey, thanks for coming on, brother. Seriously. You made my summer. You made my summer, G. Straight up.
And I hope that's cut that up and make that dope.
I got you, G. Anything's dope coming out. Be smooth.
Could you sign this? We're having all the artists sign it. It's really cute.
And she a wallflower like she's always been. Rolling in the club off the medicine. Fireworks go when she hits the flow. Studying the music by the way your hips go. I've been here before, talking deja vu. You've been in my dreams. And the fat lady sang, the competition over. I'm walking on clouds, I think I'm happy now. I think I'm happy now. I'm walking on clouds, I think I'm happy now. I think I'm happy now. I'm walking on clouds, I think I'm happy now. I know I'm happy now. Have you ever woke up on a sunny afternoon feeling like everything's coming unglued? Me too, me too. Don't sweat what you can't change. The beat's so clean so the words came easy. I don't waste time, I got stuff to do. Talking leather suits in a bulletproof room. Talking 30 stories up, whiskey in the cup. When the business done, gotta loosen up. Everything's so clear, I'm so right now. Don't know about tomorrow, but today everything. I'ma let my music bang, let it run my brain. Mentally unstable, some might say. Ballerina, balance my days. I swear I'm so wise, like this my third life. Ballerina, balance my days. I swear I'm so wise, like this my third life. Let loose. And she a wallflower like she's always been.